Hey guys, and welcome back to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Today I'll be doing a lace wig install with baby hairs with a side part, and today's wig was provided by Vshow hair, and I've worked with this company before and I absolutely love this kinky curly unit that they sent over. As you can see, I did go ahead and bleach the knots, pluck the wig, and I already applied that level 15 Ruby Kisses cream foundation on the inside and on the top of her lace. And I also went ahead and applied her stocking cap and applied that same foundation color on her lace as well. So I'm just going to jump straight in this tutorial and begin to apply my layers of that Bold Hold active glue and then begin to lay down the wig after I apply all 4 of my layers. So once you apply all your layers and your glue go ahead and turns clear, you can go ahead and begin to pull that lace down into that glue. That means that glue is nice and sticky and ready to have that lace melted right on top. So just go ahead and pull it down, and it's best that you just go from the center and then side by side. That way you can lay that wig lay the wig exactly where you need it to lay, and then you can just go ahead and blow dry it right on in. And then proceed with the new technique that I have been using, which is spraying that holding spray on top of that lace once you have blow dried that lace glue in. And I will be using that BIOSILK finishing spray. It's actually not the rock hard spray that I'm using, that I usually use. I'm actually using another one of their sprays, and it is called the finishing spray, but it works just as good as the rock hard spray. So either one for this step would be absolutely fine, but just go ahead and comb that spray into that lace, and then making it melt in with that glue, blow drying it still on that heat setting. And once you are done with this step, you can go ahead and begin to cut off your extra lace. So with holding spray, we know that it kind of drips down a little bit. So as you're cutting off the extra lace, you kind of have to peel, if necessary, what you need to peel up, which it doesn't hurt, or it shouldn't hurt like as much. And just go ahead and cut as close to the hairline as possible, still going in a zigzag motion to give off a more natural look versus a straight across look. And what you do to one side, just go ahead and repeat those same steps to the other side. So I'm going to show you guys better from this angle how I am doing what I'm doing as far as cutting off that extra lace, still moving in that zigzag motion and lifting up that lace as needed because of that dripping holding spray. As I mentioned before, with this new technique, it should be less for you to glue down once you cut off that extra lace. So those little tiny pieces that you do have that's still lifting, just go ahead and tack that down with the lace glue. Now that that lace is secure, we're going to go ahead and proceed with our next step using that NAIROBI mousse and just applying it all over that hairline. And you just want to comb the hairs back into that lace and then go ahead and tie it down with that melt belt to secure the lace, get everything all melted, molded, and completely dry. After removing that melt belt, you should achieve more natural results if you follow all of my steps correctly. And even though this install is looking very natural, we are going to do some baby hairs today. And this is a 13x4 lace front wig. So even though we're doing a side part, it will not be like a 4-inch parting space. It'll probably be about 2 inches at most, but you still can achieve great results even with a regular lace front wig. So I'm going to go ahead and just part my wig where I want the part to lay and just section off the area that I'm going to use for baby hairs. And then I'm just going to get into hot combing out the roots on both sides of this parting space. And then I will go ahead and proceed to start cutting and creating my baby hairs. Now the key to achieving great baby hairs, you have to make sure that you cut that hair down as short as possible. That helps the baby hair swoop easier and also look more, you know, like soft and natural looking. And once I cut that down to about 1/2 inch, I will go in with my SHEISBOMB collection all-in-one slay gel, and I like to use this gel in the got to be. It really doesn't matter, whichever one I pick up is what I use. But as I mentioned before in my previous videos, the major difference between the got to be and the all-in-one gel is that gel, the all-in-one gel, the SHEISBOMB gel, actually dries as you're doing the baby hairs. So by the time you finish swooping everything, it's kind of like mostly dry, but I just still go in with my blow dryer and, you know, just secure the dryness of those baby hairs. And I'm just going to use my edge brush, and you just want to create C motions with your finger and just use that edge brush to swoop it in the same direction your fingers are pushing the hair to flow. So now that the baby hairs are complete, I'm just going to go ahead and use that Got To Be spray to mold that part where I want to hump over. Just taking my Got To Be, spraying on their hair, and just taking my rat tail comb and pushing it in a direction that I want it to flow and fall. And I'm just going to comb it over. And the last thing before I end this video, besides concealing the part and everything like that, is wetting this hair up. So I will go ahead and wet this hair, and I'm only using water right now, but I will go in just with a little bit of that same NAIROBI's foam mousse, especially like towards the front area. And the difference with using just water is like water will give you that wet look, but when it dries, it still will dry like the natural curl pattern, like puffiness sort of kinda. But if you use a silicone mix, which I owe you guys a video on and I will do it shortly, it will keep that curl tight even when it's dry. And that's the same benefit you get when you use mousse on your curly hair. Like if you use that foam mousse, that foam wrap or that mousse, it will keep your curls tight and together without it having to be soaking wet. Like it will keep your curls nice and tight, and it will be dry if you do use that mousse or if you use that foam wrap. So after I finish combing that hair out, you will see me going back with that NAIROBI's mousse and just rubbing it in certain areas that I really want to stay tight. But on the other hand, that pretty much sums up this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Quick, simple, easy with some baby hairs. And thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time.